purpose, you have nothing to fulfill, you can just live. No, but you want a purpose. And not a simple purpose, you want a God-given purpose. It's very dangerous. People who think they have a God-given purpose are doing the cruelest things on the planet. They are doing the most horrible things, and they've always been doing the most horrible things. Because when you have a God-given purpose, life is important. When I say life, I am not talking about your family, your work, what you do not do, your party. I'm not talking about that as life. This is life, isn't it? Life is within you or around you. The ambience of life, you're mistaking the ambience of life for life. Your home, your family, your workspace, your party, this is all ambience of life. This is not life, isn't it? You're mistaking the ambience for the real thing. Life is important because it's the only thing you know. You don't know anything else. Do you know something else? Rest is all imagined stuff, isn't it? The only thing is that this is beating and alive, and that's all there is. You as a piece of life, it's very important. The universe exists for you only because you are, isn't it? So what is the purpose for this? See, if you had a purpose and if you fulfilled it, after that what would you do? After that what would you do? Bored, isn't it? It is just that life is so intricate and so phenomenally intricate that if you spend 10,000 years looking at it carefully, you still will not know it entirely. If you spend 1,000,000 years looking at it with absolute focus, still you will not know it in its entirety. The thing is, the creation is made in such a way that creation and creator cannot be separated. Here you are a piece of creation, at the same time the source of creation is throbbing within you. If you pay little attention to this process of life, you would not need any purpose, it'll keep you engaged for 1,000,000 years if you want. Right now, the need for purpose has come because you're trapped in your psychological structure, not in your life process. Your psychological structure functions from the limited data that it has gathered. Within that, it rolls. And right now, your thought and emotion has become far more important than your life, isn't it so? Because of this, you're seeking a purpose as an escape from the trap that you have set for yourself. It is a trap set by you. You can easily come out of it. First thing you need is balance. If you have balance, then you can climb. For somebody who is not balanced, it's best you stay close to the ground, you should not climb. So, first thing is to establish a balance, then you loosen your psychological structure. See, why does somebody want to drink alcohol or take a drug? Because it loosens your psychological structure and makes you feel liberated for a moment. But without the necessary balance, you have not worked for the balance, but you got freedom. Freedom without balance is destruction. So, first thing is to work for balance, an enormous sense of balance, where even if you dismantle your psychological structure, you can simply live here. This is an unfortunate condition that a whole lot of human beings, in their personal experience, life is like me versus the universe. Being in competition with the universe is a stupid thing to do. This is why yoga does not mean twisting and turning your body. The word yoga means union. Even when you feel utterly lonely, are you still breathing? So you're transacting with the world, isn't it? You only can't get along with the people around you, but the atmosphere is okay with you, food is okay if it tastes good, water is okay. You have transaction with the world, isn't it? Your existence is constantly an engagement with the universe, but your mind becomes against the universe. Obviously, you will feel crushed for small things. Little things will crush you. Maybe you failed your examination, maybe you got thrown out of this university, maybe you got fired from a job, maybe somebody ditched you, maybe something else like this happened. These are all small things between life and death. When are you going to figure out how to handle your thought and emotion? Not hers, not his, yours. When are you going to learn how to handle my thought and my emotion? At the end of your life? You are not even learning how to handle your basic faculties of thought and emotion, isn't it? Your only justification is, everybody is like this only, that's how it is in a madhouse. Only a doctor looks crazy. This culture has grown. When to do spirituality means when you're 70, when you're no good for anything else. At the earliest possible time, whatever is most profound about you, not about heavens, about this life, everything that you need to know, you must know soonest, isn't it? Only then you will live a sensible life. You are suffering your own intelligence because we gave you a very complex machine. You have not bothered to read even the user's manual. You want to just blunder around. In your life, many issues will come. More issues come up in your life means you're living a more active life. Nothing came up means you're not living. Education is of value to do certain things. But what should we be doing as individual human beings, as a generation of people? What should we be doing in our lives? What I would say is, as a young man, I want to open your eyes and look at the world. What is the most needed thing in the world right now? Today you saw a train burning, so you want to become a firefighter. Tomorrow you saw something, you want to become that. In reaction, in emotional reaction, you choose to become something. It could be useful on some level. But now, when most young people cannot think, you're thinking, what should I do with my life? When such a thought has come, I would say spend little more time on it. Not being influenced by anybody or anything, simply look at it. What is it that the humanity needs most? There are many things you will want to do right now because of immediate compulsions. You're broke right now, you think the first thing is to find a job. Or some other compulsion within you think the first thing is to do this. Beside your compulsions, suppose you had none of these compulsions, what would you like to do with life? That's what you should do. You should not decide your life and the course of your life based on immediate compulsions. You decide in your life, after 100 years if you look back, is it still worthwhile? What is the most important thing right now? You're alive right now, isn't it so? Because you're alive, your family has become important, your money has become important, your country has become important, so many other things have become important, only because you're alive right now. You know, every day nearly 250,000 people die on the planet, natural death. 250,000 people die, but you did not. Tomorrow morning you woke up. If you're alive, will you give yourself one big smile? If you're alive, if you're not, I'll excuse you. Will you give yourself one big smile if you're alive? And if 250,000 people died, at least 2 to 3 million people lost somebody who's dear to them. Then you check time, it's 11:30, you're still alive. What is ticking off here is not the clock, it's your life. If you come to the idea of mortality once in a way, it'll make you depressed, it will make you fearful. If you live with it every moment, it will make you absolutely exuberant and alive. This is not forever, this is just for a brief period of time. And the more joyful you are, briefer it becomes. If you're ecstatic, it'll just vanish in no time. Because the most important thing in your life is, you're alive right now, to be alive. We don't know what great things you will do or not. We don't know whether you will climb mountains